This video explains time and YouTube. You need to understand that time is a very effective thing on YouTube. Most of the channels that you do see that have succeeded are going to have been on YouTube for a very decent amount of time. One of the underlying factors that contribute to a YouTube channel's success is the amount of time that the video has been on the platform for. Videos that have been on the platform for a longer amount of time tend to have been able to get more views because they've been exposed to more eyes. You need to understand that when you're starting your channel is going to be in its infancy. It's basically a baby channel compared to the other channels that have been around for a very long time. Therefore, you need to understand that YouTube is a long-term game. You may not see growth instantly or within 3 months. You need to understand that the type of explosive growth that you're looking for may come later on in your YouTube career. I'm not saying you will experience no growth, but what I'm saying is that the type of growth that you see other channels experiencing, you may not have that type of growth yourself straight away. This does not mean your niche is not working or your channel isn't growing. It just means that maybe the opportunity hasn't arisen yet. A lot of the times what I see in 90% of the YouTube niches that I've been in is that people will jump in and stay in for 3 months and then jump out of the niche. And what tends to happen is that by the time they've jumped out of the niche, if they would have stayed in that niche for another 3 months, they would have been very successful and making money. You need to understand that when you switch niches, you basically reset your YouTube channel. What I mean by that is if you're in the food niche and you're doing it for 3 months and then you switch to the fitness niche, you're going to be resetting your entire channel's counter. This is because all of the videos that you have produced for the last 3 months are no longer related to your new niche. So basically, in the eyes of YouTube, your channel has started again. So the longer you stick on the platform in a niche, the higher your chances are of succeeding. And this is something that I've had with the majority of my YouTube channels. You're going to see that the longer you stick on the platform, the more consistently you produce content over a long period of time, the higher chance of your success is. YouTube, as long as you produce consistently quality, good content over a long period of time, you will have success. Period. And that's something most people don't understand. They start producing 1 video a week for 3 months and think that they can get success. This is not how YouTube works. Understand that YouTube is a long-term game. And YouTube is basically like a giant search engine. And we all know that if you've ever looked into the world of SEO, the SEO is actually quite slow. So please bear that in mind when doing YouTube, that it is a very long-term game. Not extremely long, but it is longer than most.